Preach it to him, bro.
Redemption time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
I found the boss room.
We don't need that. Unless you can kill Ghost King in the time that the game's left.
Oh, I'm stuck. I'm dead. No! Hey YouTube, Pastor Bacon here with episode 6 of Timmy Talk. Timmy Talk is a series that is dedicated to helping those that are new to the game of Dark and Darker experience greater success in the dungeons. Well, I've had many of you guys ask me about tips and tricks for PvP and how to be more successful in winning fights. And so today we're going to look a little bit of a trio PvP encounter, and we're going to actually review it so that you guys can glean a little bit of information from it to help you in your own fights of what not to do, what to do, and things like that. And so before that, I'll actually play just the full encounter for you for your purely your own entertainment to show you what exactly happened, and then we'll do a little bit of a breakdown in things that I noticed that we did wrong, things that we did well, and things like that. Also, a quick little disclaimer before I actually play the clip. I do want to say at the time of this recording, you're going to see that I'm of course playing with Bad Karma and Get Your Own, also known as Gart, in the Dark and Darker fan club Discord, and both of them in their own way are new or learning the game. Karma, of course, is playing probably one of his first games of Healing Druid, and Gart also has never actually used Healing Cleric. I think in the past it's always been Judgment or Smite. And so what I'm going to actually ask, because I am going to be critical of them in the video, if you are critical in the comment section below, that it is a critical comment about me. I'm perfectly fine for you critiquing my gameplay. I know I made multiple mistakes in the video, and I'm going to be pointing those out, but I'm going to ask that you hold any critical comments about them because they have been gracious enough to allow me to post this video, to use the clips of them in the fight itself. Without taking any more of your time, here's the actual fight.
Alright, let's...
Yeah, that's Crystal.
I am secure blue.
Why? Right here, right here, right here.
I don't have any knowledge.
Heal. That's... Heal me, heal me, heal me.
Holy shit, these fireballs!
I have no more heals.
Keep healing me, keep healing me, keep healing me.
I have no more.
I know, talking to him. Killed one, killed one.
Down, look down.
Come here, you little rat.
Crap off on me.
Dead. Just one more.
I'm coming. You're good, Gart, you're good.
Dead. All dead. All dead.
Nice.
To the mobs.
That was sketchy.
Yeah.
I don't know, we gotta hurry though.
I'm coming.
No, this is a bad room too.
What room is it?
It's the room with the two dogs on the balcony and stuff. We can probably cross it and we can clear it and get across. That's gonna be our best option, unless
I'm gonna try to just look and see what's over here.
Of course, all this.
I found the boss room.
We don't need that. Unless you can kill Ghost King in the time that the game's left.
Oh, I'm stuck. I'm dead. No! I'm crazy. I'm crazy. No, let me out.
We're on our own, Gart.
So stupid.
Gart, follow me, follow me. Come back. Come back, we're on us.
Oh my gosh, I'm alive. Okay.
Are you here, Silent?
I got blues. I got blues.
I'm coming! There's so much stuff though! I don't...
I ended up getting one, bro.
Oh my god, somebody give me directions. Where?
Deserved it, bro.
Go,
Oh, I see it, I see it.
come to the door. I'm opening the door.
God, you're chasing the
No,
rainbow.
we're dead.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I got open the door. No.
Oh, there were so many mobs!
Yeah, there's mobs everywhere. I barely survived. I'm getting out to give you instructions. I'm getting out so I can give you instructions. Square room. Square room. Go to your left. To your left.
This
Straight.
way.
On the left door. The left door. That's the right, brother. That's the right. The
This
left.
way.
No, the left door. The where you were looking. So as you can see, multiple mistakes were made. Luckily, I was able to get out and split the profits to some degree, drop a little bit of gold their way. But yeah, multiple mistakes across the board, right? So I made mistakes. They made some mistakes as well. We ended up getting a lot of profit. And in all honesty, that wizard set by itself was worth way more than all of our kits combined. It looks like I'm like super geared here because I'm wearing froststone gloves and gold gear. And I don't know what the current market value is, but at the time, like frostlight riveted gloves were like 300 gold. Gold gear is about 300, 400 gold as well. Also, you'll hear, you probably heard in like, you know, the comments while we're fighting, I'm speaking kind of loud. I'm not quite yelling, but I'm, you know, heal me, you know, like the purpose by I'm not yelling at them. I'm not, you know, angry at them or anything like that. It's hard to hear sometimes in combat because people are focused in. And so when I'm yelling like that or when I'm like talking that way, that's actually a tactic to make sure that what I'm saying gets heard. And so I speak louder, of course, and this, you may actually just naturally do that as a part of playing the game too. So let's get into a little bit of a review here. I actually don't see the ranger here until you see after a jump, I noticed his outline, and so I turn, but of course I still get shot. And actually one of the first mistakes that I noticed here is I think I backtracked too far here. I wish I had stayed on this corner, just wrapped around the corner. Gart here, that's the shield that you're seeing right now that's on her back. I think I would have preferred, honestly, just to play here. She would have been able to heal me from this angle a lot easier. I actually kind of made it a little bit difficult to get heals there. But Karma does a pretty good job here. His positioning here is a little bit scary. I don't know if he was casting. I think he may have been casting because I saw the green. But he does get into a better position. He doesn't take any damage, so that's good. Notice his Dreamwalk is just now back up too, so he's in a much better spot. Warlock comes in. He's going to go over here to the left, and Ranger's going to peek this. I try to go in a melee, which isn't necessarily a problem. I do have all my buffs, though. I have Ignite, I have Haste, I have Invis, and I have a natural healing from our Druid. So I'm actually healing a little bit as well. But you see, I take a lot of damage here. I don't full commit. And honestly, I ought to just throw like a loading effect or like a loading meme because I don't know what I'm doing here. Like this is, what am I doing? I don't know. It's like my brain just kind of had a massive brain fart there. And unfortunately, I get super close. Gart misses this heal on me here. But I'm so like I'm literally like people don't understand. Maybe you're a cleric and you're like, yes, thank you for saying this. But guys, it's actually kind of hard to hit spells that close. Obviously, I'm kind of panicking a little bit here, which is a problem. Honestly, I'm playing this fight terrible thus far. And also notice Treant comes out, so Karma's using spells. He of course has been hit again, but he hits a restore on us, so props to him for that. I get a heal here from Cleric, but once again, I try to go in. And so this is actually going to be the first major point that I want to bring up here. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I already tried to melee these guys. They're a triple range team, and I got absolutely owned, almost died to Hydra. And yet here I go again, trying to go in on melee. while our boy is getting fireballed, and Karma is, he's almost out of Dreamwalk, or he is out of Dreamwalk, and so he's low too. He's got half HP, and here I go again trying to buff myself to go back into melee. And so my major point first here is, before you try to melee people, consider your ranged options, right? I'm a wizard. I have great ranged options. It's called Fireball, which is why as soon as I start to cast here, look, I try to go in a third time. It doesn't work. As soon as I go to Fireball, immediately the team who's winning, because they're winning at this point, we're burning heals right now, so it looks like it's kind of like even or something like that, but we're not doing any damage to them. They're damaging us, burning our spells. Once we run out of spells, they're killing us. As soon as I Fireball, though, notice immediately the actual spam damage from this triple range team, all of a sudden it stops. And so we're actually able to heal. I take a little bit of damage, but look at our health bars over here over the course of the next few seconds. We're gonna be getting fully healed. Look at that. Because I'm responding with range. Boom. Just like that, we're full, and a second later, the first kill. Use your ranged options, guys. I don't know why I tried to go into melee 3 separate times when I have a ranged option available. That doesn't mean that you always range first, or etc. But like, just use your brain, use your common sense. If you have, if you're a fighter and you have a crossbow, at least shoot the crossbow first. Like you may actually like headshot somebody and they're super low, and that puts them in a really bad position where they're just kind of running away from you, rather than just kind of trying to run at people with a melee weapon out. I don't know what I was doing before, but also let's talk about the fireballs here. Notice how I impact the warlock there, but it splashes the whole team. An aspect of PvP that you need to understand, and honestly I should have been doing this, I think, and I do call it out, that I hit them, and that when someone dies and stuff like that. But keeping kind of like a mental calculator in your mind, which it does kind of come with experience, but keeping like a mental calculator in your mind of who's low. That's kind of what I'm doing here when I'm casting these fireballs. You see, I hit a splash here, hits both the ranger and the wizard. I'm expecting that probably took a third at least of the ranger's HP. Wizard, I'm not so as much sure. I'm saying maybe a third as well. But I've also splashed the warlock there too, I'm pretty sure. He's already taken the direct fireball, he's got it splashed again, and he's casting spells which use his HP pool. And so you'll notice here, when I go up to zap again, obviously I'm just targeting what I can see. I was aiming for the wizard there, and he ducks. He ducks behind the skeleton, which is kind of gangsta. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of cool, because you can see the skeleton's glowing because I actually hit the skeleton. So this guy, he's just chilling. All right, in my experience, I noticed that people pop in magic prop pots like this after they've taken damage just because they're low. They're trying to prevent from taking more. And so I want to kill the wizard. Because honestly, he's probably one of the most scary damage dealers at the moment, because of his, when we just have really good burst. For some reason, the warlock decides to kind of hit me with a Tony Hawk Pro Skater 180, and then just gets wrecked. I don't know why. That's just so funny to me. He just hits the skateboard trick, and he dies. And so of course I call it, hey, one's dead. Now is a great time to go into melee, right? You see that I immediately start to go cast my buff rotation again, which is Ignite, Haste, and Invis. I don't have any more Invises, so I only do Ignite and Haste. And this is also another point that I want to make about clashing, right? This is a new term, so you'll see a definition on the screen at this time about clashing. But basically, before you want to go into basically just swinging and duking it out in melee, especially because you think we're pretty much a melee focused team. Yes, I'm a wizard, I'm casting spells, but I'm a melee wizard, so I've built into other points like strength and HP and stuff like that so that I can melee people. Before the clash, right, before the clash takes place, use your ranged options. Kind of like we already said before, use your ranged options, knowing what you have, and then knowing when to clash is important. They are down one player. Because I stopped the damage that's coming in with using the fireballs by basically going on the offense as a defensive measure. I've stopped the damage that we've been taking, and we're full HP now. I'm down on spells, yes, but I do have both my teammates to back me up. And so, of course, now is a good time for me to do what I was trying to do before, which is go into melee. And so, you see, they're running away because they lost a teammate. They're kiting away. And you heard in the video, too, I heard the windlass reload around the corner here. And so I turn on the ranger because I would rather kill the ranger who's put himself in a vulnerable position with the windlass. He's trying to greed the reload there because he wanted to try to hit me with it. And so I can take him out. Easy peasy, no problem. He's dead. Now, Gart here, I did not even know at the time, but she pressures the wizard. She sees that I go to the ranger, and so she puts pressure on basically the open target, the wizard. Because if with my back being turned, even those just short few seconds that I'm killing the ranger, I could have easily been hit with a fireball. I don't know if he has any more, or I could have gotten stuck with an explosion. I could have been hit with an ice bolt. I don't know. But I could have taken severe damage because I'm not paying attention to the wizard because I focused the ranger in that time. But because she pushes up here, pops smite, she puts the aggro on him, and makes him basically forces the wizard to fight her rather than me. It allows me to stay at full HP. You see, I still have all my health. She takes damage here, and she backs up, which is great. Karma comes in and hits her with a heal. You see the restore goes off for both of them right there, so she starts to heal. And thankfully, I thought the wizard was probably a little bit more healthier than he was, but fireball kills him. We're all excited because they're all dead. And the first thing, if you go back to the video, the first thing I say after they're dead is clear mobs. Make sure you clear mobs after a team fight. Just go ahead and clear them. It may be annoying, it may be whatever, but just, you see that we clear the mobs. So now we're actually able to loot peacefully. I want to also mention, notice how quickly, other than the fumble of me trying to just drop my syllables and trying to keep the items I need for crafting here, you see that's the reason why I keep the enchanted dart fabric here. Notice how quickly I just pick up this wizard set. It's just actually a matter, I think it's about like 15 or so seconds. I'm not checking every single individual piece. I'm like, yeah, I want that, I want that, I want that. All these good quality pots. I'm like, oh, crazy necklace. So 40 grand. Moving this down. Taking crystal sword. I'll take the clarity pots because those are expensive. I'll take the surge kit. Let's go. I'm not spending extra time, unneeded time, looking over what I just won because guess what, guys? When you're in the dungeon, nothing is confirmed. None of that is your gear yet, even though you may have it in your inventory. It's not your gear until you hit a blue. And so from this point on until the next, you see we have about 3 minutes left. You can tell the little tabs, if you didn't know, each one of these little bars represents 15 seconds. And so a group of 4, that's a minute, right? So we have about 3 minutes left, and I'm immediately saying, hey, we got to get out. I'm looking at the gear because I'm able to move a little bit. I'm telling them, hey, pick whatever, pick up your gear, fill up your inventory. Let's go. Let's get out. I know when you get a kill like this, it can be a little bit intimidating if you haven't seen gear like that and you know it's expensive and you've probably just like doubled how much money you got or something like that. I get that it can be super exciting and you can kind of get lost in the moment. But here's the thing. Notice I'm also fun little tip there. If you can't see, guys, wizards pop ignite. You can see in the dark. Notice I'm moving over here. At this point right here, this is when Karma stops looting the warlock. You saw me go past him earlier. It took that long for Karma to get off the body. I told you I was going to be critical of them. This is one of the main mistakes that got them killed. The reason they didn't get out with the loot is because they looted the bodies for too long. Another thing I want to mention, and it's something that I could have done, honestly, I should have popped all of these blues, opened the door behind me, and immediately taken the blues so that I could help navigate these guys, help them to get to where they needed to go to be able to get out. I don't really have anything else to share with you guys. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys in some way, shape, or form. Again, this is going to be the first of many of these kind of combat breakdowns. If there's a specific team comp you'd like to see for me to kind of just give some examples of, let me know in the comment section below. And if you liked the video, make sure you hit like. If you're liking the content thus far, make sure you subscribe. But most importantly, make sure you comment on what you would like to see in future episodes of Timmy Talk. Episode 7, actually, we're going to be talking a little bit more about spacing and kiting. I know we've already talked about that, but we're going to actually specifically focus on casters. And so I'm going to give you guys, I know we were more so on the fighter. I was playing fighter during that video. And so this time we're going to answer questions like how do you know how much time you have to be able to get spells off? What classes do you need to be extra careful with? All those kind of things. All the things you need to know about appropriately spacing as a spellcaster. And so if you have any questions about that for episode 7, make sure you drop that in the comment section below. I actually may start trying to mention you guys on the screen here if I can remember to do so. So make sure you comment, and maybe you'll actually make it into a episode of Timmy Talk. Don't forget to join our Dark and Darker Fan Club Discord. Link is down below. If you want to learn more about me, just in general, outside of things Dark and Darker, then of course you can enjoy the official solo Discord as well. And other than that, I don't really have anything else for you, so I don't want to waste any more of your time. I hope you're enjoying Timmy Talk up until this point, and we will see you guys in the next episode. But until then, we'll see you in the dungeons. Bye-bye.